We use some naughty language in this, so don't tell your parents.
BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts.
This is the Yungblud podcast. Turn up that volume. Happy! This is my podcast where I talk to one of you at home about something personal, something important, something slightly strange, or maybe slightly weird. I'm never here to tell you what to think or do. No shame, no judgment, never. I'm just here having a chat, connecting with you. My guest this week is Saryna. She's 19 from Northampton. Saryna spoke to me as a drag alter ego, Peachy Ray. She suffers from Ehlers Danlos syndrome, but has found herself through drag and performance. She looked absolutely sick, and I love talking to her. This story is so interesting. Let's get into this conversation. Turn up that volume. Yo,
hello.
Saryna, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Wow. How's it going? I love your hair.
Thank you. It's just a wig, but...
Oh, no, it's like, I love it. I couldn't wait to talk to you. It's one of the most excited I've been, actually, just because kind of your story oozes self-expression, and I'm going to be who I am. I don't care what you're going to say about it. I am going to disrupt the normal, and if anyone who knows me, to disrupt the normal is my favourite thing to do.
Definitely.
Ever. So, one thing I wanted to ask at first, like, what is Ehlers Danlos? Because you were diagnosed with that when you were young, right?
Yeah. It's basically a connective tissue disorder. It affects my entire body. I have chronic pain, chronic fatigue. I'm in a wheelchair at college, so it's just not the nicest thing to live with.
Yeah, and what does a rock and roll star who has a chronic fatigue disorder decide to do? You are a drag performer, and
Yep.
that is so cool. Like,
Thank you.
I love that. I love that no matter what the world threw at your way, you kind of just get up and do that. And I couldn't wait to speak to you, because I think this story and your story is going to amplify to people out there that you can do whatever you want to do.
Oh, definitely.
Nothing is impossible. Just keep going and go out there and be incredible. When did you first discover drag?
I was 14 at the time when I first discovered drag, so I was a little baby.
So sick. What was it about drag that kind of inspired you? And
I think the makeup more than anything, because I was very into like special effects makeup. I've always been a lover of makeup, and I loved how they did their makeup, so I decided to try it at the time.
Dude, that's so cool. I love literally, your makeup today is insane. Your eyes look
Thank you.
amazing. What were your friends at school like when you kind of was like, I love performing in drag?
I actually didn't have any friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had no one really who... I mean, I have a really good friend now who supports me so well. She's been to every single one of my performances. She's always front row recording me.
Dude, that's so sick. I think that's interesting, isn't it? It's kind of like when you find something that fundamentally makes you who you are, that's when you're going to find the people who are meant to be in your life.
Yeah.
You know, I think especially with me, like when I was kind of wearing nail polish and wearing a skirt as kind of when I was growing up, was kind of hard for people to process. But when I just was like, do you know what, I'm just gonna be myself, I'm just gonna be who I am, I'm not gonna hide anymore, I'm gonna go out there every day and just be like, yo, this is who I am. I actually found friends who are gonna be with me for the rest of my life because we have something to connect over.
Exactly.
What was your first performance in drag like?
It was so liberating. I felt so amazing.
Yeah. What was that process like when you meet people in the drag community? Was the drag community welcoming to you, or was it hard?
Not at all.
Really?
Because I'm actually a female drag queen. So it was a lot of the older drag queens who were like, you can't do it, you're female, you're biologically female, you cannot be a drag queen, you're not welcome in our community, go away, basically.
Oh, that's so hard. That's so hard, because I think like kind of drag is about freedom of expression.
Exactly.
And drag is about like, I am gonna heighten my personality or change my personality or be something and radiate vibrance and freedom and inclusivity. So I bet that was really hard, because no matter who you are, you should be allowed to express yourself. You know what I mean? No, like there should be no stigma anywhere. And I think that's incredible that you are just being yourself and you're just going for it. and been amazing. How many drag shows have you done?
I've done 2 at the moment because I kind of started around last year and then COVID happened.
Yeah.
And all my other performances just got cancelled.
Were you nervous? Were you frightened before the shows?
Not as much as I thought I would, because it's kind of like I'm a different person.
Yeah.
The anxieties, the depression has all just gone.
Dude, that's
And
so
I'm just
sick.
a free person.
Dude, that's what I feel like when I'm on stage. I think as soon as I kind of walk on stage, it's like you get to leave everything at the door. And you get to go on stage and you get to be so immersed and so electrified by this thing you do. And was it crazy when you did your first drag performance and everyone went crazy and stood up and clapped? And was it amazing?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I did applause by Lady Gaga.
Wow.
And obviously everyone started applauding along.
Dude, I mean Gaga is just one of my absolute idols. I mean, I think she's the closest thing to a kind of a 21st century David Bowie that there's ever been, really.
Yeah.
I think she kind of breaks down stigma and makes people feel incredible for being who you are. Do you have like a favourite drag act, or like who's your inspiration?
My inspiration is someone called Evie Oddly.
Really?
Yeah, because she also had Ehlers Danlos syndrome.
Oh, wow.
And she won RuPaul's Drag Race, so I feel like if she can do it, I can.
That is so sick. As I say, if you do not belong in the real world, build a world for yourself and just express yourself and be free. That makes me so happy and excited that you kind of identify with someone. What I want people listening to this to take from this story is that you're 19 years old, you have a condition that puts a strain on what you're doing already, but you're battling through it and you're fighting through it and you're being incredible. And people, no matter what, even if they're cutting you down, you're still being yourself and you're still doing your thing. I think that's such a big thing for people. Like, no matter what odds are up against you, just if you believe hard enough that you can do something, you can do it. And I think that's insane. Thank you so much for coming on. And
Thank you for having me.
Catch you later. Have a happy one.
Catch you later.
See you later. Rock
Bye-bye.
star. You rock and roll star. Peachy Ray, what a legend. I love talking to her so much. And I think that conversation resembles, if you find a passion in something, no matter how impossible it may seem, if it helps you get through all the shit in your life, you should follow it with everything you got. Never let anyone tell you you're not good enough or this is not the right thing for you. Subscribe to the podcast on BBC Sounds to hear new episodes first. I'll see you next week. Look after yourselves.
Let's face it, everyone's at it. And it's the most natural thing in the world. So why is it difficult to talk about with British Asians? This is naughty. In Series 1, we broke down the door. This time round, we are going in. Oh. From chemistry to intimacy, we're going to be honest, unfiltered, and we might make you blush. Neck kissing is back in fashion.
Brown girls do it too. Subscribe on BBC Sounds.